Hey everybody, welcome back to Live Free and Tool On. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. As you know, Ryobi has came out with some new tools, some of the most anticipated tools, and I would say even mythical up until the point that they were announced. And I really couldn't sit back and just let that go without saying something about it. So today we're going to go over it, but I have a few things that I have to do. I have a lot of chores around the house, I have some errands to run. So this one's going to be a bit different today. So I'm going to take you along on some of the chores that I have to do. We're going to get these chores done, and we're just going to talk about these new tools. So, hey, hang around. Let's go ahead and jump into it. First up, let's talk about the 10-inch sliding miter saw. Now, as you know, we had a history of this. Now, the previous one that they did have, it was a 36-inch saw, which you had 2 batteries. Now, the new 10-inch saw, which I'm super excited about, I've wanted one for a very long time. Well, it is a single battery, which is interesting. And I'm not going to read into that too much. I'm not saying it has, the same power, but I know this new technology is so strong. I know for sure that it's not going to have, any problems getting the job done. But a couple things to note about this that I've read about so far is that it's a single beveling saw, so it's not a dual beveling, which everybody loves, and that's okay. Ryobi is famous for not doing that or not doing that little extra, and I think that has a lot to do with the Milwaukee brand, which that's okay too, because the value in Ryobi is still absolutely amazing. A couple of things about the saw that I know so far is that it spins at 4,100 RPMs. Now, it can do up to a 2 by 12 inch crosscut, which is really awesome, or a 4 by 6 inch, which that's really good as well. But a couple things that, I look at this and it is considered the HP, and the HP has really proven to be a fantastic line. They claim that it can have 550 cuts while on a 4 amp hour battery. Now, if you're anything like me, you're going to be using the 6 and 9 amp hour battery because you want that extra runtime in there. It has the 45 degree single beveling capacity. It can connect to your quick stands, all the things that you would really want it to do. So keep an eye out on this. I'm really excited about it. It's going to be interesting to see what the price point that they come out for this as well. So that's going to be nice to see. So keep an eye out for that. All right, everybody. So next up, we're going to be talking about the brand new, this is something I'm super excited about, is the 8 1/4 inch table saw. Now this again runs off one battery, and it's to be included. It is an HP tool, so it needs to run off the HP batteries. And this one is also showing to run off a 4 amp hour battery, but I can guarantee you, if nothing else, everyone's going to be using the biggest batteries that they possibly can, because you want that runtime. So a couple different things that we need to take a look at, so let's just switch over to it now. It is 8 1/4 inch blade diameter. The arbor for this one is 5/8 inches. The rib capacity is 12 inches. Now, that's the depth of the cut that you're going to be able to do when you lay it onto the table. And it says the dust port diameter. Now this is really important because this can fit a full-size hose, is 2.5 inches, and then the depth of the cut at 90 degrees, which is vertical, is 2 1/4 inches. So that's how high the blade's actually going to be able to go for your cuts. And then the depth at a 45 degree angle, well, that's going to be 1 3/4 inches. This is all really important to talk about, because that's what your capacities, that's what your abilities are going to be for this particular tool. Now, looking at the RPMs, that's going to be 4,500 RPMs, which is really nice. They're kicking that up a little bit for some of those tougher rips that you're going to have to be able to make. It has a really good lockable sliding fence on it. It does look really good. This looks eerily similar to the Milwaukee, so I really wonder where that's going to be coming from, and what the influence on that is, which I think we all know what that is. Now, this is something that they have been talking about for a very long time, and we all thought it was going to be a myth, but it actually came out, and it didn't even really have any hype built up to it. So I'm not sure if you all are excited as I am, or if this would even, I don't know, try to inspire you to use this on a job site or not. But I think the mobility of this, and not have to pull cords around, I think that's a super valuable thing to have, and it's going to help you out in the future as well. All right, you know what? I got to get back to this, but let's wait, and we'll jump back into the next one in a moment. Okay, for the next thing, this is a little bit off the beaten path, but it's brand new, and it just came out as well. This is the 10-gallon, 40-volt, not the 18 plus, but the 40-volt vacuum. Now, it's kind of interesting that this came out, because on Ryobi Rebels, I actually posted a while back, what would you like to see a 40-volt battery in, or at least on that platform
to make it a little bit more powerful from the 18 volt. And there was, I think the top answer was a wet dry vacuum. So this is a very welcomed tool. I'm very, very excited about it because it actually says it produces up to 75% more power than the current 6-gallon 18+1 vacuum. So, you know, with that being said, let's run down a couple of the specifications. It comes with an 8-foot 1 7/8 inch hose, which is a typical hose. It's not the larger 2-inch hose that's on a typical plug-in vacuum, but that's really nice. It is 8 feet, and you're going to get that extra added power. It has up to 80 CFM as well, which is really great. And this is another one, how quiet it is. It's 68 dB, which is interesting. It does weigh 16 pounds, but with that added power and added runtime, I think it's going to be very welcome. I'm super excited about it. Can't wait to see it hit the stores and actually get my hands on it and test it out against the other vacuums that we currently have in place. All right, I've actually got to pull it back out. I've got to run some errands.
Okay, everybody, so I'm going to save the best for last. Now, this is something that everyone has been anticipating for a very, very long time, and no one thought it was actually coming out, but it actually came out. This is the plunge track saw. Now, this is a 6.5-inch HP tool, so it's brushless. It's got the extra technology, but it comes with not one, but two 27-inch tracks, so you get over 55 inches of total length for your track. Now, what you can do with this is it provides amazing control for straight and plunge cuts. So you're going to have a lot of great finish work. Now, it comes with a 40 tooth carbide blade as well, so it does already have a finished blade. It's really exciting to have this. And you know, with that being said, there's a lot to this tool, being that it has a full metal housing on the front of it for safety. Let's talk a little bit about the specifications for the tool. So it does have a 5/8 inch arbor. Now, on a 90 degree, which is straight down, the depth is actually 1 15/16. So it's just about 2 inches, but it's not 2 inches. But it will cut through a 2x4 with no issues. It does bevel, so it does bevel from 0 to, I believe, 45 degrees. And then the depth of that is 1 7/16. Now, if you want to take the track out and you just want to do a straight plunge cut, that'll do 2 1/8 inches. So you're losing a little bit with the track, but you know, you really want the track. That's the whole point of the entire tool. It does have a traditional dust port on it as well, so that's nice. So you can cut and not have to worry too much about the dust. You know, it does cut at 4,300 RPMs. Now, I'm really excited about this because it's compact. So the cool thing about it is that it just allows you to take it anywhere. It's light, it's portable. You can do just about anything with it, and it's been highly anticipated. So what I would say in summary to this whole thing is that Ryobi has been making huge strides, and they're starting to flex on a lot of the other companies. And I can't wait to get my hands on it so we can try it out. It's going to make our work life a lot better, a lot more versatile, and we're going to be able to do so much more. So anyways, I hope everyone, you enjoyed this video. I hope that it was informational to you, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.